For you people with OCD, I fixed that Daredevil comic. So you've probably come across these videos randomly, maybe during some random, night searching YouTube. You see a lot of these the pranks gone wrong videos. And a lot of them are pranks in the hood gone wrong. Now, I look at these and I see they almost feel like they're designed to just reinforce the stereotype that black people are inherently violent. And it's hard to trust what is actually being shown. I mean, when you've got some fucking douchebag white guy going into a place like Compton and walking up to people and going, yo, you want to poke? Or, yo, you want to buy a gun? You have to think, what are you expecting to happen? Are you intentionally going in here to just make these people look like a bunch of uncivilized, angry assholes? Because, they really aren't. There are obviously people of every race and creed and culture that are the bad apples. There's never going to be not a subsection of every group of people that isn't a complete waste of oxygen. But when you put them out there and these videos get 20, 30, 40 million views, and it just feels like it is nothing but a reinforcement to a horrible stereotype. But then when you're sitting there and you end up finding these and you hear them, they're getting attacked because they do something stupid, and then all of a sudden it's a social experiment. It's a social experiment. Is it a social experiment? Were you really providing some form of unbiased, non-objective insight into society? Or were you just antagonizing the wrong kinds of people to stir up or to reinforce more of a horrible stereotype? I ended up coming across something that I had never seen before. And surprising, it's been around for almost 10 years, I guess. It is an ABC News segment called What Would You Do? And now this is a social experiment, and this is eye-opening, heartbreaking, and honestly disgusting sometimes. They perform these hidden camera scenarios where they put a certain type of people in a certain type of situation, and they try to see if anybody around will react or come to the defense of somebody being put down or somebody being attacked by one type of person. And it breaks my heart. I see it, and I'm not going to lie. There are a few times when I was watching these episodes that my eyes started to tear up. Call me a pussy if you want, but it really broke my heart, and also made me feel good. Made me feel great to be a human being. It took a lot of things that you hear about that the media doesn't like to tell you, or that you don't see in the news every day. And it just showed that the human race can be very, very compassionate, very loving, and that there are so many of us out there that do actually care for each other, and that we don't see color of skin or culture or religion. All we see is another human being being treated like shit, and we feel that we have to stand up for that person. And this just makes me want to make sure that I'm aware of what's out there and what I can do, even only as one person. If I see something like this, I know in my heart that I will stand up to somebody, and I will stop some form of discrimination or aggression against a person that doesn't deserve it, because they are just a human being. We are all human beings, and we just need to realize that there are small groups that are horrible. Everywhere there are small groups that are horrible, but as a whole, I truly believe, after watching this stuff for days, I truly believe that the human race has a chance. We are filled with compassion. We are filled with love. And if you're ever feeling like you can't do something, or you're afraid to do something, or you're afraid to stand up to somebody because they're doing something to you, search YouTube type in "what would you do" or WWYD, and really take a look and see at how compassionate the human race can be, because it brought a tear to my eyes, and it opened my eyes to a whole other level of the human psyche, of the human heart. That's all I got for today.